Go to sleep. Let's have fun, relax, and drift off to dreamland together. Don't forget to subscribe and join me on the sleepy adventure.
Welcome, dear dreamers, to a night of cozy tales. Close your eyes and join us for Princess Feroza and Magical Crown. Let the story guide you to sweet dreams. In the land of Persina, where sunsets painted the sky in hues of gold and emerald gardens bloomed with enchanting flowers, there resided a princess named Feroza. With ebony hair that cascaded like a waterfall and eyes that held the secrets of the universe, she possessed a beauty that seemed almost otherworldly. Yet it was her compassion, curiosity, and kindness that truly set her apart. One day, as the sun cast its warm embrace upon the kingdom, a wise, wandering sage named Arvand entered the palace gates. He carried with him a box, adorned with intricate patterns and sparkling gems that seemed to capture the essence of the cosmos. This box held a gift that held within it the very magic of wishes. Feroza's heart danced with intrigue as she received the gift from the sage. With trembling hands, she opened the box to reveal a crown unlike any other. Its precious metals were woven into delicate filigree, and its jewels were as radiant as the stars themselves. It was whispered that this crown held the power to make dreams reality, to bring wishes to life with a single thought. As Feroza carefully placed the crown on her head, a gentle wave of energy washed over her. She could feel the magic coursing through her veins, connecting her to the heart of the universe. With newfound power at her fingertips, she hesitated, her mind teeming with desires and possibilities. Feroza's first wish was simple: to see a field of wildflowers bloom in the heart of winter. With a whispered thought, the air around her shimmered, and before her eyes, a sea of vibrant blossoms sprung forth from the ground, defying the season's chill. Emboldened by the crown's magic, Feroza's wishes grew bolder. She conjured feasts that delighted the senses, dresses that flowed like liquid moonlight, and jewels that outshone the sun. The palace itself seemed to transform, as if it were shaped by the dreams of its princess. However, as time passed, a subtle change began to take hold. The more Feroza indulged in her wishes, the more she found herself craving more. Her once content heart began to stir with restlessness, and she wished for grander luxuries and more extravagant desires. The crown's magic had a way of enticing her into its web of enchantment. One fateful day, a heavy cloud of worry descended upon the palace as news arrived that Feroza's father, the beloved king of Persina, had fallen gravely ill. The once lively halls grew somber, and Feroza's heart tightened with a mixture of fear and desperation. Rushing to her chambers, Feroza retrieved the enchanting crown from its resting place. The jewels that once sparkled with promise now seemed to shimmer with uncertainty. With tears in her eyes, she kneeled by her father's bedside and placed the crown upon her head, her voice barely more than a whisper as she beseeched the crown to heal him. Minutes stretched into an eternity, and yet the crown remained still, its magic unresponsive to her plea. Feroza's heart sank, and a hollow ache settled within her chest. She gazed at her father's frail form, feeling the weight of her own shortcomings pressing down on her. One fateful day, a heavy cloud of worry descended upon the palace as news arrived that Feroza's father, the beloved king of Persina, had fallen gravely ill. The once lively halls grew somber, and Feroza's heart tightened with a mixture of fear and desperation. Rushing to her chambers, Feroza retrieved the enchanting crown from its resting place. The jewels that once sparkled with promise now seemed to shimmer with uncertainty. With tears in her eyes, she kneeled by her father's bedside and placed the crown upon her head, her voice barely more than a whisper as she beseeched the crown to heal him. Minutes stretched into an eternity, and yet the crown remained still, its magic unresponsive to her plea. Feroza's heart sank, and a hollow ache settled within her chest. She gazed at her father's frail form, feeling the weight of her own shortcomings pressing down on her. Perplexed and disheartened, Feroza's mind raced with questions. Had she used the crown's magic so recklessly that it had abandoned her in her time of greatest need? Had her pursuit of frivolous desires rendered the crown's power impotent? With each passing moment, her realization deepened that she had lost sight of the crown's true purpose, to bring about positive change, to help those in need, and to serve a greater good. In an instant, her beauty faded, and her melodious voice vanished. Feroza looked into a mirror and saw a reflection that was unremarkable yet filled with wisdom. The curse of the crown had taken away what had once defined her outwardly, but it had also revealed the strength and grace within. As the night deepened, Feroza remained by her father's side, her heart heavy with remorse. She wished she could turn back time, use the crown's magic differently, and be more mindful of its incredible potential. Her father's labored breaths were a constant reminder of the stakes, and she vowed to find a way to make amends. With the first light of dawn, a sense of determination ignited within Feroza. She knew that she had to face the consequences of her actions and find a way to help her father, even without the crown's magic. Gathering her resolve, she sought counsel from the kingdom's healers, delving into ancient texts and medicinal remedies. Days turned into nights as Feroza tirelessly studied, learned, and applied her newfound knowledge to her father's treatment. She held his hand, whispered words of encouragement, and tended to his needs with a dedication that came from the depths of her heart. Miraculously, over time, her father's health began to improve. The healers marveled at the princess's dedication, unaware of the role the magical crown had once played in her life. Feroza had learned that true power lay not in the ability to wish away problems, but in the strength to face them head-on. And as her father's strength returned, so did Feroza's resolve. The unresponsive crown lay untouched in its box, a symbol of lessons learned and growth attained. Feroza had come to understand that the real magic was not in the crown's enchantment, but in her own capacity to love, to learn, and to change. The story of Feroza's realization spread throughout the kingdom, reminding all who heard it that even the most wondrous of gifts should be used wisely and with a heart attuned to the needs of others. And as the days turned into years, Feroza's father, the king, would often smile and speak of the strength and wisdom his daughter had displayed during his time of need.
Thanks for joining me tonight. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more magical bedtime tales. Wishing you sweet dreams. See you in the next storytime adventure. Good night.